Kurosuma!
I haven't played that game in a very long time.
I'd love to play it, but I don't think it emulates well still. Because N64.
Yeah, I remember hearing that about it. Although eventually the sequel emulates a lot better.
Which is weird, but...
But then again, the sequel is also a side-scrolling platformer instead of kind of an open-world-ish RPG. Ah, yes, this section. For some reason, I thought this was in Resident Evil 5.
But what if we had a bunch of shipping containers suspended in the air?
That wouldn't be weird at all.
Ashley,
How did they find my big obvious tracker?
what is that?
Leon's face sure quit bleeding quickly.
Sure what?
Quit bleeding quickly.
I mean... Herbs? Bleh. Fuck off.
I don't know what the fuck this guy was beforehand, but then again, I'm not sure what the fuck he is now either.
Must be another one. Nope. Could you not? Probably the most I used the Chicago typewriter at one point in time.
This section is fucking hard. It is basically a boss fight. It's a puzzle boss.
To get out of here before the shipping containers drop for some godforsaken reason. Fuck off. There is no logical inertia to be found here.
Naturally.
Go away. Bug somebody else. Be like the rain. Come again some other day.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Funny enough, this is another one of those places where if you turn off, what was it?
Turn off the frame limiter?
The, game has to actually, like, track your position for the boss to attack you, so if for some reason you disabled it, the boss will not try to hit you at all, so there'll be no QTE moments.
Huh.
As was the case with the, Verdugo. Winnebago.
Dude, seriously, would you just chill the fuck out? So the PC port has issues, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, only if you disable stuff that you're not supposed to.
Ah.
Into the shipping containers, Alex. Into the shipping containers. Even though it's difficult to fucking tell.
See, this is where I had problems with it, because I get turned around.
I mean, there is still a map in the game for in case you get lost in the shipping containers like I did. Hit the button. Meanwhile, Leon could have easily just climbed over the whatchamacallit, the fence.
but that wouldn't be enough of, like, a Resident Evil escape sequence.
Yeah, it can also jump pretty fucking high.
Who says white men can't jump?
This man, he went from, like... Well, he wasn't... He got a bit of a running start. So if he looked like he didn't actually jump off the railing, though, like he jumped over the railing. And somehow got enough height that he could get his foot on the hook.
Well, the puzzle part of the boss fight is over. Now let's hit the boss fight.
Oh, we're done. Oh,
yeah. Oh. Or it would have been a boss fight.
I mean, it still technically was one. Just because I trivialized it didn't make it not a boss fight.
There is an argument to that statement, but it's kind of semantic at this point.
It's still meant to be a boss fight. And just think, if Leon had just gone to the left when he, rather than dive through this gate, he would have been fine. Could have saved himself some time and effort. Well, no, the boss probably could have easily attacked him there, too.
Yep.
But still. Up the ladder. And then I was thinking, you know, did that gondola go back to the other side? And yes, it does. Just in case you need to go back there for some reason. Which I don't.
Too bad you couldn't have just called it to the other side in the first place.
I mean, it's fair, seeing as how the boss fight starts, like, right next to it. And I definitely would not want to be on a gondola with a boss chasing me.
Haha! God, I love exploding barrels. Too bad I didn't actually kill anyone.
Like, oh wow, guys, jeez.
Haha! Your head explodes.
Bye, Felicia. I love how that works.
You cap them when they're running, they faceplant?
Yes.
Ooh, groin shot.
Maybe I'll just stand here and let him shoot at me. I keep thinking, like, if I knock out dudes off ladders, they will die. But no, they don't. It's actually kind of annoying.
Now, it's in this game that all plagas explode if you throw a flash grenade, right? Or, like, regardless of if they're...
Yeah, regardless of their health. Including the ones that dudes that spawn face huggers. You just have to throw two in that case.
Right, because the plagas don't explode immediately at the first flash grenade. The guy just dies.
The host body dies, and then the parasite dies on the second one. And for some reason, I thought I didn't break those barrels, even though I definitely did. A senior moment, perhaps.
Oh, oh.
It's that part of Sadler's reaction that kind of sells it for me.
Yeah.
I wonder what the voice direction was on that line. It's like he pretends somebody just seriously fucking got you good with a. Do you want to read this in like the Christian Bale Batman voice?
It turns out that old man Sadler wasn't buying me from the start. Even though I succeeded in kidnapping Ashley, I sort of sensed this when Sadler didn't completely let me in the loop.
But would you want to be in the loop?
Under the circumstances, I had no other alternative but to call for her assistance. Perhaps she knew this was the way it was going to turn out all along.
Ada's sitting there in her apartment.
My guess is that her ultimate goal might be different from Wesker's and mine. This is just the perfect opportunity to find out. After I get rid of Leon and retrieve the sample, I'll put her in a body bag along with Leon and send them both back to Wesker.
I'll even put them in the same body bag.
You were saying sitting in her apartment,
Just like
Got a selection of good ones.
sitting there and like brown panties eating like cookie dough out of the thing and phone rings.
Come back,
And it's just like, I knew it. I'm just gonna assume like outside of work Ada's like a shut-in or something.
yeah.
A lazy slob.
I could definitely see that. Like, she seems like the type. She works her ass off constantly, so when she does get downtime, she just spends it, like you said, sitting in her underwear, eating cookie dough, and, like, watching YouTube or something.
Yeah, just like, God, this is how you live? Complains about having to clean up after. Time for another boss fight, even though we just fucking had one.
Yippee skippy.
You two are all hooked up now, is that it?
Where's Ashley?
What do you mean
Do
now?
you really want to know? She's beyond that gate. But
Oh,
you'll need 3
well,
insignias
thanks.
to open it.
What are you gonna do, Krauser?
There's one in the north, and the other in the east.
And let me guess, you got the last one.
It pretty much means you're on a tight leash.
Well, not really, but...
Sounds like you thought this one out pretty well.
Except you didn't.
Leon just like, God, I sure hope I don't need my grappling hook later.
What the hell was that?
Grenade. Fucking where are you, Krauser?
What the?
Get out of here with that shit. This boss fight actually sucks.
It's kind of a chore.
If only because there's clearly situations where Krauser has no real means of actually getting where he is, but yet there he is.
It is possible to cheese it in myriad ways. For instance, you know, this Magnum. You can also knife fight Krauser and beat the crap out of him.
So, like, now, toss the flashbang and walk out and fucking, there's Krauser. Not reacting to the flashbang at all.
You're gonna get some mileage out of that joke, aren't you?
There's a lot of flashbangs.
It sucks getting hit by flashbangs. in video games when you're on the receiving end.
There's actually like 6 or 7 flashbangs.
Like Resident Evil 5, when an enemy gets you with a flashbang, it is legitimately debilitating. You cannot see or hear what the fuck is going on for like 5 or 6 seconds.
Surprisingly, that happens in Spider-Man too. Granted, it's not like Peter has super sight or anything, so...
Right. He's got a spider's strength, not a spider's number of eyes.
I forget, do spiders even have any extra eyes actually like amount to anything?
Not really.
I like how Krauser blew himself up.
Nice.
Sure, you shot me, but fuck you. I would be super fucking annoyed about this.
Me too. I'm pretty sure you were super fucking annoyed about this when you were recording it.
Like, realistically, it'd be like, okay, like, dude, how many fucking flashbangs do you have? Can you stop, please? It's, like, highly unnecessary.
It is way too goddamn many flashbangs.
That's what I'm talking
Oh, fuck you, Krauser. Yeah, you could easily reach between those bars.
Yeah, but I think the bar is actually getting in the way of moving the lever.
I just kept going, Krauser wouldn't have probably knifed me. If you're an idiot and you run by Krauser's heading spot, he will grab you and he will knife your throat, and it will do almost all of your health and damage.
What do you intend to do restoring Umbrella?
to bring order and balance to this insane world of ours.
A psycho like you can't bring order and balance.
You don't seriously think a conservative mind can chart a new course for the world, do you?
I mean, he's got a point, but it's the wrong kind of point.
Yeah.
That's what, 5 flashbangs?
At least.
Like every time Leon just like pulls his hat down a little bit. Not even sunglasses would save you from this. Not even Wesker's sunglasses. At this point, I just like, dude, come on, like, seriously, can we just fight normally? Can you stop throwing shit that flashes in my face? I mean, all Krauser does is literally just cover his face with his hand. Theoretically, it shouldn't protect your ears or anything, but...
Right, they're still fucking loud.
Krauser tries talking to Leon, and Leon's just like, what? Wait, sorry, Krauser, hold on. Just like, mop. Mop. Alright, I'm good, go.
Good.
The only place in the game these things show up for some reason. See, the laser is clearly on them.
It kept clipping the edge of that wall.
This is bullshit. If the laser's on it, it should hit.
Well, I could see the laser sight moving back and forth.
Ever so slightly. Gotta go get that last piece. Last 2 pieces. Hello?
Cute.
Shot it so hard it came out of the ground. I looked up for a reason. It's because there's flying ones too.
Fucking drones.
I think there's only actually like 2 flying drones. I am glad there is not. They don't use these enemies
What is it that
more
you
than
like
them
for,
here.
comrade?
My past, I suppose.
Umbrella.
It's like, what the hell does that have to do with anything?
It is possible to just ignore Krauser there, and it lets you kind of get the drop on his cronies.
I like how that thing blowing up took out the drone too. The flying one. Just like, no, seriously, what does Umbrella have to do with what I just said? I kind of implied I was just fighting for me, Krauser.
Technically speaking, Leon wouldn't be in the position he is now if not for Umbrella.
True, but at the same time.
At the same time, Umbrella is not to be celebrated for any reason.
Shit, even in Umbrella or Darkseid Chronicles, Leon in this Leon's like, hey, he used to be a good guy, Krauser, and it's like, no, he like never was.
Ah.
2 down, 1 more to go, Krauser.
We'll see about that.
And it's just like, oh shit, he's transforming. I will let you do this, of course.
Witness the power.
It's the train wreck effect.
You've lost it completely, Krauser.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
Or I could dodge.
DBZA joke here.
I tried.
Yeah, I thought this noise.
However, if Krauser like actually sweeps out your legs from under you and you mess up the QTA, the subsequent attack will immediately kill you.
Yes, this game doesn't fuck around. If an attack like that should kill you instantly, it will fucking kill you.
Quote unquote good guy. Give me food, good guy.
Settle down, Tao.
We just like, yep, back down the stairs. It is not the right direction to go. There's another door at the top of the steps.
I remember that got me turned around as well.
So otherwise I was just like, oh, well, back this way is the... Well, goes back up to the boss area. Pieces are missing. No shit. Ta-da! We built this facility on ancient ruins.
Because of course we did.
We had an aesthetic we were going for.
Still want to know if that's like an abandoned military complex or what.
Probably. Anyway, next time on Bromance, more boss fights. It's all boss fights from here.